Numbers. Documentary 1, Almost a Disastour. Waking up for this tour was exciting, though we were very tired from the late night prior. We were just so excited to get going. I've been on tour before with other bands, but this one was the first one with my own. This is Nick Illick of Toronto, Canada. We were grateful for having him fill in on guitar for this tour.
Write it small on the side. This one's just yours. So I don't think it. Well, no, it would show up.
The black one?
Yeah.
Cool.
So just say there's some hot water and can have some honey, and then you've got your tea.
They'll give me honey?
They'll give you a couple packets of honey. You can order hot water.
From the gas station?
No, from Starbucks.
Starbucks.
That you stifled that.
Not doing that on camera, so thank you. So sweet.
How do you feel?
Tired.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah.
Cool. How do you feel?
Better than last night, or this morning.
Oh, that's good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't feel
The
like
coffee definitely helped. Coffee helped.
Good. Yeah.
We toured with a band called Burning Twilight from Centralia, Washington.
Yeah, you know, then you have to, like, within 24 hours of saying that, you have to do it, or you get your ass slapped, like bare ass slapped.
By whoever calls shenanigans on you. It's a call system.
Okay.
So you'd say, you know, I'm going to ostentatious thing, be like shenanigans. You can either accept the slap right away, or you can try and do it. And then if you can't do it, we can slap you. The thing is, if you do it, you get to slap whoever calls shenanigans on you. So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it is.
It's a harsh game.
If you call shenanigans, you're taking that risk yourself.
Exactly. There's another game we play called Sandwich Punch that essentially, if you have a sandwich constitutes anything that filling bread. You take a bite of it and you put it down and there's not something on top of said sandwich, say like a french fry, a piece of paper, a piece of lettuce, something that isn't part of the sandwich itself, we can punch it. But if there's something on top of it,
and you still punch it,
you have to buy them a new sandwich of equal or greater value.
You download the codes, and they give you an Excel file, and you just load that into InDesign, and like use the data instruction, and then you can actually like load out.
You're speaking Mexican right now. No, seriously. The neutrons are like brain
blast.
What the?
We didn't know a thing about Burning Twilight before this tour, and then we were essentially living with them. It's a pretty unique way to get to know a group of musicians.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, are you okay? I'm okay, yeah. Really? Oh.
Is the dog staying here? That's how it goes.
Snuggles.
A lot of booking issues occurred, and the tour nearly fell apart last minute, but we booked a lot of the dates that fell through and managed to salvage what was left of it, so we called it Almost a Disastour. Little did any of us know how appropriate that title really was.
Yeah, dude, it works there. What's up, Hermiston? Yeah! We're numbers! No way! Every time I fake a smile, I find that out.
Get that.
Hey.
What if I brought my daughter?
Hey, Ian.
All right,
Take
stay in
my
the
pillow
car.
and throw it.
The window.
Did you just say YOLO?
Yep. I like to say YOLO and
Ian,
Oh man, I'm
take
so
that toe
tired.
and like move it onto the player. I'm scared of my shenanigans.
Jeez, you back far enough?
We found an abandoned house on the side of the freeway on our way to Idaho. We decided to check it out.
we need to get that fixed, but besides that, the view's really nice. It's actually not very, not very toxic or anything at all.
Dude, dude, there's gonna be skeletons.
Alright, so as you can see, this is our upstairs. Don't mind the deer shit. Whatever that is.
Yeah.
We actually, we tore down the window.
You hippie, long-live Frodo with a dragon and some weird symbols.
But yeah, we were getting lonely one night too, so we decided to just send this fucker just bashing on the wall, smell that. Yo, what up? So that's my crew, peace.
Yeah, just jump out. Dude, why do you have a fanny pack? What do you put in there?
I put my wallet and like eye drops and like certain things. I need.
Oh, okay.
Like a really basics.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have chapstick in there. Born in California.
Yep.
I was about 8, moved to Wisconsin. When I was 13, moved to Arkansas. And up to like since February, I've lived in Washington.
Yeah.
Make sure to get some potters after that
Happy
one.
21st, man. Awesome.
Happy 21st, buddy.
Get in there.
Congratulations, dude.
Balls and wieners.
Cheers. Woo! That much more smooth, isn't it? It's not bad.
We were all employed at the time. While Victor and Ryan had to take off work for this tour, I was fortunate enough to continue working from the road.
Dude, so legit. Hey.
Brushed my teeth today for the first time.
Oh, good.
Felt awesome.
So, all I have to say about that.
Not only are Walmarts great for sleeping in the parking lot, but they're great for hygiene as well. The bathrooms are kept nice, and you're able to at least brush your teeth and wash yourself somewhat with their sinks.
The glorious accommodations of Pocatello Walmart.
I had a cold by this day. I was feeling mentally fine, but my throat was even tighter than the day before. I began putting the pieces together that committing to working while committing to this tour was going to stretch the limits of my physical capacity for stress.
After day 1 of tour, I either threw out my voice because I got sick, or I got sick because I threw out my voice. One or the other. So now we're at our second show on day 4 in Pocatello, Idaho, and I've been warming up for about 30 minutes now. I'm getting a little concerned because we have like a 4-show stretch, and then possibly a day off, and then another 3 or 4 day stretch of shows, and then another day off, and then 2 more shows, and then we're done. But it's stressing me out a little bit, just a little bit, only because of my voice. Flat coming down. I'm just gonna go for it anyway. I don't want people to think that Numbers isn't as good live as we are on the CD. It's important to me to really convey what we recorded, and so I don't know what's gonna happen, but I pray to God that I'll make it out okay with an intact voice.
You can hear my voice cracking, and it's at this point that I realized that this might be a bigger problem than I had anticipated for the rest of the tour.
We got the Kyles making some sales, the merch, and the Ian back there not making sales. So what'd you guys think about Numbers?
It was sick as hell. Same with Burning Twilight. That was awesome.
I just want to say Burning Twilight and Numbers were sick. Anytime they want to come back, they're welcome.
Numbers or Burning Twilight? Which one am I commenting on?
Both.
Numbers is awesome, super different than anybody in a good way.
Like Kyoto.
Super cool. You can't even not just listen. Burning Twilight, sick as hell every single time. Both bands welcome in this town every day.
Yeah. Then there's this guy with like the almost Skrillex cut.
Except I don't have long hair.
That's why I said almost. That's why I said almost.
That's not even close.
You're like the almost. Are you Aaron Gillespie now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a ginger. You just can't see it, and I'm vegan.
Yeah.
Alright, so we already know the rules of shenanigans. So, the other day, I left my camera in the Burning Twilight van, which was my fault. That wasn't a good idea. And I came back in and I checked the pictures, and Ian and Bert, or was it James? James. Oh yeah, it was James. Ian took some pictures of James' balls. And I was like, damn it guys, like, okay, I'm not gonna let any of you put any more pictures of your balls on this camera, ever again. Shenanigans. Ian called shenanigans. So,
Then you can make an algorithm for it.
There.
I've been safe for the past like 2 or 3 days. I've been doing a good
good.
job.
You've
I've
been
doing
vigilant
Yeah,
about
I've
the
been pretty
camera.
good. I even like caught some people using the camera. JJ used the camera and actually took some pictures of his own balls, but it was overexposed, so I couldn't actually see anything, so it didn't count.
Yep.
Ian tonight finally got me after our show, so now he gets to slap my ass. There we go.
Here we go. There's the hand.
Wow, what is going on here? Oh!
Oh.
That was a good one. Oh man.
Oh my
This
god.
hurts me more than that too,
Really hurt.
But you're
And that
part of the
is the
family
rules of
now.
shenanigans.
The next morning, I felt possibly the worst I've ever felt in my entire life. I was sick, disgusting, my face was swollen, I couldn't sleep, I had no appetite. I was drinking so much tea and honey just to keep the pain low in my throat.
What are you gonna get?
Getting our little "this changes everything" logo, 3 triangles, and then a dragon picking it up with
Skulls, man.
skulls and crossbones.
And a Kermit the Frog.
And a Kermit. Yes.
The following Tuesday was a big show for us. It was at the Whiskey A Go-Go in Hollywood, California. A record label told us one of their scouts would be there to talk to us and watch us play. So obviously we were all very excited, but I was worried that my being ill would affect the outcome of the label's first impression of us.
I really hope I can get past this by next Tuesday. I think by next Tuesday I'll be okay.
If you take care of yourself, you should be fine.
Yeah. I'm just glad it's not caused by me screaming and singing. That's not it.
Good.
So, first I thought it was. I was like, oh, I overdid it.
You were hardcore.
Now I lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my son to keep.
How's it going, Bert?
Very good.
Our merch monitor broke that day. One of our major selling points at our merch table is having a screen and headphones for people to watch and listen to our recordings so they know what they're getting before buying an album. That wasn't an option for the rest of the tour.
Can I get a little bit of my guitar in my monitor, actually, please?
The tour so far was really looking grim. We played for about 6 to 8 people in Utah, but we tried to make the best of it. This old drunk guy bought some Burning Twilight merch. He also tried to kiss me later that evening. I think he thought I was a girl.
The camera was off the entire time you were doing that.
Damn it! That was so fun. I mean, I'm a modest guy. That was positive. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
I've abused your daughters and murdered your sons. If home is where the heart is.
play it live.
Alright, next.
How perfect those strokes are. Oh, now he drums like Randy Newman sings.
Because of my illness and wanting to preserve whatever was left of my vocals for the show in Hollywood, we decided to do an instrumental set for these smaller shows until then. Luckily, the few people that were there seemed to dig it. The drive from Utah to Arizona was nothing but gorgeous. The land out there is a sight to see, and not even this footage can truly recreate the feeling you get when you're physically driving through it. Although we were all a bit bummed out about the previous night's show being pretty empty, the drive really helped us all clear our minds and lifted our spirits to get ready for the next one. There's nothing like traveling, moving, going a significant distance just to play some music for some people. The fact that we were able to feasibly do something like this by ourselves was enough for us. We have some awesome conversations on the road. Seeing that much Earth and moving for so long brings up questions in your head. Questions of origin, what used to be, what will become. There's enough time on the road to provide room for that kind of thinking in your head. Quite the different contrast from the type of living I was used to up to this point.
It just looks like it.
Burning Twilight makes sure they stop at each state sign and get their picture for their records. We were all feeling good. I felt like the drive rejuvenated whatever discouragement I was personally harboring. I was feeling like my voice is coming back and was excited to give it another try at that night's show. Two fans drove 2 hours from their hometown to come see us, so I made sure I didn't skimp out and sang and screamed the whole set. I was able to push past a lot of the sickness. Unfortunately, I still felt pretty sick by the end of it. Thank you, Finn and Randall, for showing up. It still means a lot. The next day, we made it to Las Vegas, Nevada. I had enough of my sickness. It was the worst I had ever felt, so I asked Victor to take me to the emergency room.
But today, some relief for New Jersey. Governor Chris Christie says he expects most of the state's power to be back on by tonight. Much needed relief there. Meanwhile, FEMA says more complex. Volunteers work hard to serve hot meals and keep up morale. Betty left before sunset.
I hope we're not taking pictures.
I'm not.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle, my name's Sherry. I'll be your nurse.
The doctor's diagnosis was that I had a viral respiratory illness, as well as ear infections in both ears. I was billed $600 and was prescribed some ear infection medication, but nothing could be supplemented for the virus itself. And I was told that it would subside eventually and was handed some instructional sheets to follow. I figured it was just the amount of stress I had put myself under at that point that had caused my sickness in the first place. Burning Twilight had some friends in Nevada, and JJ's girlfriend was in town, so they spent the day together. Bud spent some of his time getting intimate with our van.
There it is.
Our original Nevada show was canceled mid-tour, but we luckily found a house show that had room for us in Burning Twilight.
You know, I'm mad all the time. So there's a pool. Here, there's a pool, look. It's a pretty ghetto pool, I'm not gonna lie to you. There we go, there's a nice focus. We've got a diving board here and a nice, there's no foot markers, but that is definitely full of algae.
We had a friend, Andrea, in town who was extremely nice. She let me rest in an actual bed, and she took her couch so I could recover from my being sick.
So basically, we're at this house show in Las Vegas. Victor was like, all right, I'm gonna use this house to set up my drums. But what he didn't realize is, as he was doing it, covered in just back further. Everywhere. Go back further.
Capitally shit the game. Now the weirdest part was when he got the boner from it. That didn't happen.
He actually ate one everywhere.
I think I just stepped in.
Hey Nick.
Act natural. I'm cold.
Me too.
I'm a wolf.
Oh yeah.
All right, Marcus. So what happened to your guys' van?
Okay, so we made it this far. I really thought that our transmission was going to die sooner, but we made it to Vegas. Thankfully, we were here with Andrea, but our transmission did officially.
Kaput.
It's done. So we found a guy here, thanks to my friend Kiera. She hooked us up with this guy named Mac, and he's going to do all the work for us. I'm going to go help him actually. So hopefully, here within the next 2 to 3 days, we will be on the road again, and we're going to send numbers ahead of us to go play the whiskey show so they can make that, and Stockton as well, and then hopefully thereafter we'll catch up and play the last 3 shows together.
Badass.
Attempted,
Andrea, say hello.
On the ground.
Devoured the spaghetti.
It's spaghetti.
But I made a little too many noodles, but that's okay.
I'm gonna help with that.
We can have some more skitty and butter.
No, man.
That's spaghetti all over my face, probably.
No, you don't. You're pretty clean, man.
Touring is an interesting experience. People don't show up, shows are canceled, money is scarce. All you have is each other. And I don't mean that in a we'll barely make it out alive sense. Our situation could have been very much worse. But that doesn't mean things weren't going as well as we'd hoped. So a good, hearty, homemade meal was one of the highlights of the entire tour. We took the trailer and left Burning Twilight in Nevada to get their van fixed. Unfortunately, they weren't able to fix their van until about 1 to 2 weeks after the tour was finished. So from Nevada forward, we didn't even see the boys from Burning Twilight again. Nevada was our last show together. We made it to Hollywood, and were as ready as we could be for our show at the Whiskey A Go-Go. We were especially excited to give everything we had for the label scout to show up. We stayed with Tim Koch, the guitarist of Hardest that night. His parents were amazingly nice and had some really funny stories to tell.
Best practice.
Nice little truck down the beach, being cheap.
The Whiskey didn't allow cameras. Since we didn't have Burning Twilight with us, I had no one to watch my camera while we played our set anyway, so filming wasn't an option that night. And since Burning Twilight was one of the headliners, and they dropped, we got another band to co-headline with us called Samudra. My friends in the band Hardest showed up, and a few friends of Victor and Ryan showed up since they all went to Berkeley. But the label agent didn't. We weren't upset though. We all knew this was only the beginning for Numbers, and that something even better was just around the corner. And we're happy to even be in California with our friends in the first place. The next day we played a show in Stockton, California. Considering the low level of security in the venue, I couldn't film that either. The Stockton show was one of our better shows. But again, it was so insecure that I couldn't risk losing my camera equipment if I left it unsupervised. The next day we had off and decided to spend it in San Francisco, which we were all really excited about. We stopped at the waterfront and checked out the shops and sights to see.
Yo, dog, I heard you like wolves. There we go. It's a wolf with a wolf on it. With a wolf. Hey! What the fuck? Not asleep.
Our show after that was in Rohnert Park, California, in a small tavern. Our last show in Centralia was canceled, so we only had one more to go after this. Burning Twilight was still stuck in Nevada, and we were traveling alone at this point. Despite our missing friends, we remained grateful we still had shows to play. The band that played with us, VX36, gave us gas money at the end of the night, without any expectation of anything in return. Once again, other people's gratitude towards a small group of musicians like us lifted my hope entirely for a future in music. We were shocked they were so kind. Thanks again, guys.
Where is it? Where's my other sock? Seriously. What a joke. Ow. Oh my god. You're like a fucking bird, like on a perch.
It's gone.
Disastour. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Medford was our last date, and I realized that through the thick of it all, my voice was never fully lost. No one was hurt, none of our gear or money was stolen. We were able to tour the entire West Coast without having to spend any of our money out of our own pockets to get to the next venue. The money that we did use from our band was from you, our fans, purchasing our album. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have been able to even attempt this whole touring thing.
You don't let me hold you, but I do it anyway. Carry on.
Carry on. Oh, what I was gonna say is, it's okay, because this is the cutest dog of all time. Puppy love, right there.
Victor, yes. The tour is over. Final thoughts?
That's all I know.
Kyle, tour is over. Any final words, thoughts?
I am bummed that Burning Twilight wasn't here to share the end.
All of them so much.
Yeah, to share the end of this tour. But I am actually rejoicing at the same time the fact that it's over and that we get to go home to our girls and my dog and home. Like a bed sounds really nice right now. So.
As we were packing up after our last show, and only a handful of people were left, someone randomly started singing Bohemian Rhapsody. Before we knew it, an impromptu group performance was being held that night in Medford, Oregon, and everyone in the place was belting Queen's famous tune. At the end of the day, after all the not-so-desirable things that went down on this tour, this is how the tour ended, on a hopeful, somewhat magical note. It was just a reminder how powerful music really is, how a group of people could just sing and how it can bring them all together. We were so excited to have been doing nothing but music for the past couple of weeks, and we can't wait for the next one. We'll see you all soon. Thanks again.
Nothing really matters.